Ebusia ni re ma ya mu adwum akwaba efamra ITV so ene April bosom ne da etosum yenu ewo afie emotion so say neso so wukwada eni ti sama hodo etwago enmre wo ye mamu ene amahodo so ena ebre ason ayede eba besom mo kaso a Antimesi Junction ha ne studio yi ewo na ebusia ansa ye de nsam no ebesom no ye hwe de bedi akotene ewo kasebo no mu ebi ene dey ade asoafo hwe akwan na kwantempo ho nsam so kopie mu nsawom kwan no so wo se contractor man contract obesan so akoye adwunto ahyese won hwe na won koye adwuma no sanso so ena energy ministry no wono mo tintim kata so de ama atene general say wo hwe containers ya ayera ECG missing containers no wo yen hwehwemu yie pa enfemfa ho na dom kuma no so kyeremu say enubone hu dwa bi ekoso ebraso se empanfo mo homne so waka na wono mu ye hwehwemu de efa ho na asemde ba ko enne abetodwa almighty 11 betting tax ene tax bia na wo ho a mampani mahama na problem wo hye boso betwam no wo de osira ye ne wo ne sa hyenkrata ase 11 ni nuanom ye twam de afiri ho ensem wei afoforo bi eka ho hye ne so se yebekọ ama no ne na yede ne gide mu nsem aba akanse mu nsem so po akwan mu fisa abre kopem se no nso bebo ene de nsem yi eba beso mo ITV so da chehima afia akonua medin ye twa ye ho aba na nsem nchemu atwaso Kasie bono emunchiremu enie Orenyamfo John Abujinapo wono na energy minister na sentemo ECG containers bia wono mo twese ayera wo mo gine ho a bra dwene ntiase so no ne dey wokopie mu ewo attorney general na kachi a wode nkrata akwakoma ne se wonhwemu pa na sanse mu manne nko satra kwa wonye hwehwemu enkonkosi ase na 1300 containers ya ECG fodia na wosu se ayera ewo temaport na ensemwei woni semtwofo edi nkomo sanse bra wakọ na semtwofo edi nachi enu no wode ni 90 centi okopie mu ewo attorney general kachi tujase.
We've written to the Attorney General to conduct further investigation with the possibility of taking culprits to court. We've also written to NIB to institute a proper and forensic investigation to determine the whereabouts of the containers. But I've also personally written to the National Security Secretariat to help us secure the remaining containers so that we can do a proper reconciliation of the containers, because some containers are still stuck there. We need to secure them so that we can put them to good use whilst we pursue those that cannot be accounted for.
Oswafo ya wohwe ahodeni ensem so nunyamfo John Jinapo ebo technical committee no abaso se wonom de private sector ebeka wonom edwumadie ho se de be ya wom nyina ebeboa na omen ye nyina mahoden no etimi agina ne naso wasan ehye wo manfo ebo se ECG edwumakuo no enya de se wonom eton no ene anase wo kina na emom aban no eya hweye pa ese wo betoto nieme ye na watimi esigina ya hodo se de be betimi aboa ama ECG etumi agina ne nan so.
This exercise is not the end of the road. In fact, this is the beginning. Because we thought that before we undertake or pursue this step, we needed to consult broadly. And so this is exactly what the committee has done. And as you've just heard from the chairman, they've given us 3 options. Option 1, option 2, option 3. And in all the 3 options, it's quite clear that none of them talks about outright sale of ECG and its assets. And so I just thought that I should make it clear so that nobody goes to misquote us or misrepresent us to say that the committee has recommended that ECG be sold. In all the suggestions and the options, it's quite obvious that ECG will still remain the asset owner. And then, depending on which one we choose, we'll make progress. And so, once again, let me thank the committee. This document will be put to good use. Would assimilate it.
Abrantia Daniel Owusu Kranten ana ne won wakansan seme a wosusu se Ahmed Swale a wofimu ya bisine yehu dia woyi no efri ho so abrantie wono na eyi Ahmed Swale efi atiasefo asasi eso na wono achi no posi komni ko se ne epo bosom ne emu a na wono ehwe se yefa no embrama na asam no wono ensanso hwehwemu na dia betom ne se kwadubofo asem isi ne sere so twere se kwadu a wono adeba abrantie no wono science akyereye ewo
Wei beto dwa ewo bra court etena se enewuku adai epribusumi ne da etoso mienu abrantie krantin eyade a wada remand free bra posifo ensa eso enimu na wobo ne kwadu ese wode sentroni Ahmed Swale ni mfoni bi ebegu monten so ansa na abrantie no ehwere ne nkwa enu achi no wosan ebo ne kwadu se wo January bosumi no emu wa fempinu ene edu enkron emu na ebra Ahmed Swale ewuye no na sa tie owo honomu ebi kwadu akane wode ebo no ne se wadi ewu ya court ehye se March bosome no ne da na etoso edunkron no ena na nkese se wokopie mu ewo court na wonomu edi na asem na eno emu ena kwadubofo asan hwehwe ensemnimu ede kwadu foforo asan abo na kwadu foforo wode abo no ne se waboa nipa bi ama wonomu edi ewu we nam so ama court ahye se abrante ensan ko no nkotwere aban kukumu na epribos a yewo mu edi nafua edunso a wabepie mu wo court na watoa na senie eso
Jatwa so ewo ensam no emu na dom kuma wonmo ewo mrahye bedwemu ana ne wonmo to nsafa national security wonum sami na ene se enubone sumase dwabi ekoso ewo man emu a wonmo ahyeda adi nuo bia forefore ho en wonum de enu afa ase en wonum edi hu dwasa na wo sa ensem wei semtwofo hyiemu ekoso na no wonum etwe se wiamushan bi besiye ewo kotoka international airport wo March boso ne da na etoso edonunum a efi eye Spain ebepiemu ewo man emuo na no ana wo atwe se wo hwe se wiamushan ye bi ekọ eye Spain afenso no aman foforo bi eka ho susu se eye nuboni bi en wono de kọ akwakoton international security wono nya hwehwemu enfenfa ho samtwafo hyiemu koso onyanfo John 18 fojo a wono na ya asen South mpeswa so mrahye bedwani ene kasaye ema ninuano.
On the matter of air med flights and Kavok Air private jets transporting suspected cocaine and cash. Ladies and gentlemen, on another security matter related to our airspace, the Minority Caucus calls on national security to, as a matter of urgency, make public the content of cargo suspected to be cocaine and cash transported into the country by two suspicious flights, namely Air Med flights NH23AM and Kavok Air private jets Antonov An-12B, which landed on the tarmac of Kotoka International Airport in March 2025 from Gran Canaria, an island of Spain, and departed to the same Gran Canaria days after their arrival. Reliable intelligence intercepted by the Minority Caucus indicates that on March 20th, 2025, Air Med flights NH23AM, which is an air ambulance, and I must stress, it's an air ambulance designed specifically to carry patients, landed at Kotoka International Airport in Accra, Ghana, and remained in the country for 5 days before departing 1 a.m. on March 25th, 2025, back to Gran Canaria. Our intelligence further persists that no patient was transported by the said Air Med flights, neither to nor from Accra. There is no evidence of medical referral of or patients accompanying or on board the flights on either legs of the flight. We are reliably informed that contrary to the expectation that the Air Med flight would carry patients, the purpose for which it was designed and operates, it rather on this occasion carried suspicious cargo suspected to be cocaine and cash in various United States dollars denominations. In a related development, a private jet Kavok Air Antonov An-12B also landed at Kutuka International Airport on March 12, 2025, from the same island of Spain, Gran Canaria, and remained in the country for 13 days and departed at 6:40 hours, that is 6:40 a.m., on March 25, 2025, to Gran Canaria. The very day Ahmed flight also departed to Gran Canaria. While it is intriguing that the two suspicious flights would depart to the same location on the same day, even more intriguing is the cargo suspiciously transported by these aircrafts to and from Gran Canaria, an island known for its notoriety in drug trafficking, money laundering, among others. We call on national security to make full disclosure of the content of the cargo carried by these two aircraft into the country, as well as the cargo carried out of the country by the same aircrafts to Gran Canaria, consistent with the principle of transparency in our collective quest to fighting drug trafficking and money laundering.
Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempe Kane Menshia South in Peswa Suma Shebedweni Awonwa and 2024 no vice presidential candidate Edema NPP Amanyoko no day wokopie mu ewo edum PZ eno no ewo Kumase wo Asantemanta mu ne nante sie nyina tiawa Baby anu ja eto ho no aka ne nsase a 500,000 Ghana cedis what is cement bags Baku ahenum 500 bags of cement what ya kan ho ade amedwa difo ise wonu mu enjay esan se brichia ebo wonu so mu akakra obetimi ade abo wonu mu eni
MP's common fund with the skakakra let's you find here it's not MP Menshia South show said any chair and then it's 100,000 cities out. I'm in your own 5 day long. Let's say the Baya, and then pay for it that is the job for the say the Baya over to me, and this is kind of born. So say, you. The unemployed politicians. That's it. Everybody can say, can say. 50,000 Ghana cedis. Cement. For cement, they spent 500 bags.
Yo, that's in it.
Necessary regional minister. Say all who say to be the deal with the person, the deal with Boaso. It's saying I'm not to me. Offer to me M1 the pass.
Obvious.
Then no more the people. And no more. The division and no more. Everybody here. The Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia Waba.
War and some from no ononyamfo governs Kwame Agbeja wono ana yeswafo a wo hwe akwan ne akwantempo ho nsam so na wo de atodwa atwemu se and someone more quantum pono a yadia nay contractor the contract no eshen and sa air of fanco and some highway project no what she almost say and many ya one Samson Kowunchi and conquer you esan say Comodia be akoso sikasamia dia na one ma share up and up mesibre or in some way to some for and a day wabra one wakasa equashe said ya quine cra etie.
The Ofanko Sawam road has been abandoned for some time. We've been having discussions with the contractor and we came to a conclusion that effective immediately they should mobilize to site starting this afternoon whilst we conclude on the modality and they have agreed. So those who are frustrated and government is aware and feels the pain of residents and commuters who use that corridor, that help is on its way. I expect Maripoma to effective immediately start remobilizing to site, and within 3 days we should see action towards completing that project. So the dust and all the unsafe conditions will be addressed shortly. To complete. There has been very fruitful discussions over the weekend, and he's determined to complete.
How much is the ministry owing here?
In excess of $45 million.
And by the time it gets to site, some substantial amount of money.
We are working on that. It was part of the discussion.
Na Saudi weni echiremo ewo Kumasi na duafie ho so a penfo warum hwe na duafie so area beto dwa se niama enkoyie kra wonu adwuma ayedene ewo ho esanse kwane esese wonu mo ma business na aduane no sika no ma etwa se eda bia no ma wonu mo aduane emprensa nyina aya 1 cedi 80 pesos enu ti aduane ban en wonu mo ade be ma business yi ne sent no wonu mo koto soro se empenfo hwe na wonu mo anya bibi emfa ho na de wode nsemi atudwa eye CSP Tachi Ej Kofi wonu ana eye prison officer in charge ewo Kumasi Central Prisons wode some way atudwa wabra ononyamfo Vincent Eko asefua ekosra wonu mo ehwe sede anema ekoso ewo wonu ana ye altafo empeso so ma hwebedeni.
It's the first time Obaha wababi bre enti wabai yanije say watimi aba behwe enti dia yesre say amanfo nhwe dia honorable ye no na ya omoso nka yenu no ma omo de prison say bi omo ho akwa adwama omo de prison no na omo to omo ni behwe the 1 cedi 80 pesos ni isha about 11 years ni 1 cedi 80 pesos ana ya de ya de bo omo ho ya de eto aduane ma omo na for 3 square meters na 3 times a day na 1 cedi 80 pesos until you can imagine and the cocoa kura ye to ne san enti isa ti de yesre ni say aban no ehu ye mobo na ontumumai say be ya yenu anoma omo de prison so ye betimi aye dan ama omo aduane abi challenge aye woni say prisoners no doso omo broso e hanke say for nipa 500 mamme e 1572 emis na wo inside to hwa ena feeding rate ye dikan aka ho asem enti mpaya ye bone say dan prison fufura aban na sha ase a omo sha ase esi omo sisi bi but omo nya nwie so omo wi a menim say betima yibi afiri ha akọho e ma so ate ti de ese ne say aban no enkoso a na wonsi nintem no moaye say be ya betima yi lesi bi e de akọho e ma so ate
enwachi no ana emashebedwani wono ewo otafo mpeswa so onimonyamfo lawyer Eko Vincent asefua wode eye nneduafia wodo ewo manyimu omakosem atu dwagire mu se wokọ nneduafia aya na areho sanse nipa bodompim ena omo ho sa na onim se nketo a eno nso ewo manyimu nso sa pepepe ana wo mu enam sa ha onumu
every year biano the baha on the 26th of September because Sada no the feast day of St. Stephen the Kali calendar and so yeba say yeba ne no mo ba beche ye yenso yewo na yakwa akoye say this is for feeder and as a festive season and nipa baha ebe kai ye nuanom a omo waka bi ama no nka itumi ba say bi asa nipa no kwampo onwo ha
nyanko garamse ensem emwai na nana amu akwadwo a wotoso mienu eye mare hene ewo ebri important eho ne wo hre aban se galamse kuoi wo mu ye wo mafa mu die o nanso esu a esese wo mu de emra emu odene egu apono so na etimi boa pa makwaye ensonso a ensase enfudie ni ade a enam galamse so esai ewo memu no wono mo ehwe esia no esansai saban ensigina ya no odene prempren animanim ya dan kwam mebi no ene sunsanso no wo manyi nyina ebehu no ensem wei wade tomane boni black eye jomensa animwo wo bra adwadan musremifo ehye wono fa kese no wo kopie hu ewase a opanifa sa akonya no so eto aban enkrawe
Wahun say sesabi onu aduane na aduane ne denti aduane na bia awie ne denti no wadi asa esiriba no ochina de den na be no asem sebe asa ye tu afom gudie no e di say ye nsase e ma ye refi say afom gudie ne besa na say afom gudie ne sa what next are we thinking about just us and I say the unborn generation? Matisa Binansu formu be from river guards. My only river guards. You should go beyond that. We should get expertise. Omobeye climate in Huejuma in Shishaye Ebwa Ghana as a whole. Ebi oho omotu from good anywhere assassino. It will take so many years. Untimin Biadi also, Untimin Yeshi also, and then ye found. And then show only the water bodies there be. Let's go beyond that. Why be faswa? On my way, my nya o maya ye wu no my na wu. As I see yes say ye wu a o my no betwaso. Esan ni amapa ni hye pa ya to akire. And nti aban no mesre no me say ogusu ye hye but onye ntem ansa na ya hwere kwaye ni eniema bebre.
Mensinu emu wo inkraimantamu sadia match bosome na esi ho ye Ghana mante ye kai Ghana ye hye Ghana nta didi Ghana nduane ya mamne ya manne abakwasem na de ye churchere no wo so bohuma de papa sukui wono mu de wo hu ehye mu ebie ni site no ena anu fiadai ena wono mu ehwe ye ma match no ebe awie eni site no won de culture day ehye so ani na no na wono edija match no kwan kra no wono so akere wono bobre e wo Ghana mante no emu siwa wo de school yi ano eye Alhaji Isaka Kunata wone nsɛmtwɔfo edi nkomo bonche mu de ntia fiadai wono de sa culture day no ehye so sei
Limvoy Academy, your motto is holistic training. Na holistic training no, ekere se nkwalane ye kire omu niema bebre. Ekere omu niema bebre e wo school ha. Nti baako eneye enne dwumadi a edi e wo ha no. Ana ye be make sure say every year say in a match aye bosumi a aye Ghana awoda bosumi. And I see match and a match bosumino and I Ghana awoda nti Limvoy Academy and then I first one I started sanyami ya aduma from the time ABC ewiye as president ye kira nkwala no we nyina and ye kira nkwala no tama ye ombimuti omu read books omati history about slavery no kwan ben so na fire ediba Ghana and a kwan ben so na slavery na fire anu etwa nti we nyina ye kire nkwala no the way ombetime ehun the history of Ghana edeka adesue no edinti na say holistic training
Penye kwankyerefo no eneda Limvoy Academy ano Paulina Abdullahi fa akonya no so de futuo ma awofo no se enise wo hye wo mo emofra ewo ade esese wo mo eye na mom wo hwese adoma chede ewo mum no wo betumi ahwe amano epie
Osimprebe so na bia wofra no obi o be se mi on ka se me be se mi nya electrician me be se mi nya painter anati onsia ensade juma na tutu ye awofo ni bi me na me wofra ho ani a me wofra ho ni se ye for se wofra no e ma wo ko filter awompe ana wani njinwa awompe for me awani nje nti ebrebe no ye hu se omu kwasa tu bi enu na anye mana wa pushing na kwaye on timi nye different sense carpenter bi no ya we won in future me ni be bridge the sense obi bie no onu ani company na oye friends stopping chairs internationally no e be tiya international market I'm sure what the American but for one so many na ya cash
so and in some trefo atwetwe enkomo
yare di nti yare di Ghana awoda anu nti na lemboy han so ye twa hia se yare awoda di ade ba na wie nti se hu awofo na esuafo ye twa hia wa haya na eye Ghana awoda di no na yare di
War and some fufromo no Fit Auto Company Limited. Nyumeko a one more edition who juma man emu na ene one more apa tractor from who cra and to my way near hallmarks tractor one day people mu ha say we no automatic ni na say na one customers ebisa one penny bin say beye na betimi abon mo ase one customers ye nuti and one more edisa tractor aba ejama so na one more apa ho entoma won coin am so ma kwancho penny a wada Fit one more this tractor be PM my Ghana mu ha say
ye launch home max tractor track ka tractor do na kano articulator head and I say at head and then ye launch na ye the track yi ba Africa specifically Ghana because of Ghana ya share your weather no Ghana ya share your weather no na ye the air track yi Sem run boy customers. Yashimo say Ghana no and finds African market. Chinese truck in automatic. And the first company the Chinese truck automatic aba. Because any customers ni bi. Ebisa say na dabenam de automatic beba. And Ghana your customers they are proud of having this truck. Engine no is solid because a man engine them MC11.
Chairman awano and da Fit Auto anom Zang Yiven what it would actually message Jumeko no ebai ewa fimpinu any eduno ensia emu sanso ene ban wo mudwumedia atrepa ye ewo ebibre mai emu.
Today we are gathered in Accra, a promising city in Ghana, to witness to Brenner's duty of Central Track Hallmarks tractor. We are proud this 2006 established in Ghana up to now is over, let's say, almost 20 years old. Since 2018, we are start into heavy-duty equipment and tracks. And then, so long, we have been in about 6 years in this business. But so far, we are moving forward, and because Central Tracks have given us a lot of support. Operated now we have in Ghana we have 5 branches, like head office in Accra is Sawam. We also have branch in Tama, which is the community 25, and also we have branch in Kumasi and Kaswa, and also we have now just opened last month in Takari.
Marketing director wano eneda Fit Auto anom Jason Lee wano so editor dwachiro mu say company no customers de omo bi pa bebro a year 800.
This is the company reaching a strategic partnership with Central Track. We have more than 800 customers, and the annual sales volume of Central Track equipment is nearly 1,000 units. Behind these figures, Ghanaian customers recognize of the quality of Central Track products, but also their trust in our company's localization service capabilities. As a leader in the global heavy-duty equipment, Central Track products have become the backbone of Ghana's construction with the characteristics of strong reliability, strong adaptability, and high cost performance.
afe dwedie mu ensem ene day Ghana mampeni John Dramani Mahama wahwe ernensa ahye enkrata ase a e-levy betting tax ane emission levy ni levy si akabie we ni nyina e de free ho we nyina namo na hye bedwam wo won kwoti penkrom wo agi tu mo se won mu eyi fo na so no mo twen se mampeni Mahama ernensa ebe shankrata no ase na sa bel no aba betintim no tene dey wode wose ayoyo ne campaign promise ya wode to dwase wo bo be yi sa eye levy ni toy ade afri won wode wose ayoyo
Anamonto winina no ehyasie ene dey ena omampani His Excellency John Dramani Mahama wode ne nsa ahye eye taxes ahodo a wo kire mu se Nyankopon eye na doma obeyi edi efri ho no mo na wo hwe eye emrahye bedwem obenem bosomeda na etoso eduonu ensia emu a wo mo eye reappeal ewo ye Electronic Transaction Levy Act 2022 Act 1075 eno hu enkomodie ene hu abobodie ekoso ewo emrahye bedwem na hu behia se wo mo ebehwe won semaka esan se na wo soafo hwe Ghana sikasam so wo eye 2025 budget nu wode betu dwa kire mu se wo mo komu betumi aha wo mo Ghana fo bebre na no ana ahwe omampani enimache se wode ne sa ebehye sa eye bill yi asese de beya Electronic Transaction Levy ebetumi efri ho no mo ama mo so wo mo komu etumi aha wo mo enenti ene dey ana Ghana mampani His Excellency John Dramani Mahama wode ne sa ehya ase
This is the Electronic Transfer Levy Repeal Bill. That's the famous e-levy bill. I'll proceed to sign it. The Emissions Tax Repeal Bill. So, Emissions Levy Repeal Act 2025, Emissions Levy is gone. This is the Earmark Funds Capping and Realignment Bill. This is the bill that caps the GET fund and moves those resources into the consolidated fund. We promise that we'll take the capping off, we'll uncap them. And so this bill uncaps the GET fund and the National Health Insurance Levy. So the Earmark Funds Capping and Realignment Amendment Bill has been assented to. So it means GET Fund and NHI will receive the full amount